First Alert Weather is brought to you by the Medical Center.
So after a kind of a cloudy, sometimes rainy, even a little bit snowy weekend, and for some, a few flurries flying around the area yesterday and again this morning, we still have the cloud cover and the chilly temperatures, but a warm-up is coming, and with that, the final few days of fall should be running above average instead of below average for a change. Here's a look at First Alert Live Doppler radar, where we're seeing pretty typical numbers for this time of the morning and this time of the year. 32, the freezing mark right now in Bowling Green, and you can just barely make out a couple of little echoes that try to show up there in Ohio County, and then on up toward the Davis County area in Owensboro, Henderson, and then over to the east of us, we're seeing a few just snow flurries flying around Boyle County, Nelson County, around the Nelson County area. As you head up, say, on the Bluegrass Parkway, they're starting to find some snow flurries. They're not a big deal. You may even find a few over toward Columbia, Russell Springs, Jamestown, out the Cumberland Parkway. Just leftovers of an upper level system that's making its way through the area this morning. Well, let's check temperatures around the area. Mesonet side showing mainly around the freezing mark. Low 30s, 31s, 32s, and a few 33s. Everybody's pretty well evened out this morning as far as temperatures. But then when you throw in the wind, which is, by the way, coming up from the south, and that usually means a warmer temperature for us once we get through the day, and it will. The winds, though, are at 10 to 15 miles per hour, so that makes for a bitter wind chill this morning. It feels more like it's in the mid-20s once you step outside this morning. So dress for these numbers instead of the first ones I showed you. These are the wind chill factor numbers. That's how it actually feels against your body. Now, later today, we're hoping for a little bit of sun, but mostly cloudy to start. But with that southerly wind, we should make it to 41 up in Columbia and Adair County, around the Lake Cumberland area. Russell Springs, Jamestown, about 41, 42 for Albany and for Burkesville in Cumberland County. By the way, the Kentucky Lottery Powerball jackpot for Wednesday night estimated to be at $50 million. But the big talk is about the next Mega Millions drawing, $550 million, the estimated jackpot for that. All right, as we look east this morning from Doppler Cam, all is quiet over Bowling Green this morning, mainly cloudy, and you can see that south wind having an effect on the steam stack over at Hill's Pet Food Plant as we look off to the east, normally where the sun would come up. And once it does come up, it will be obscured by some cloud cover this morning. 32 degrees current temperature, but it feels like 25 thanks to that south wind at 9 miles per hour. Checking a few of our AAA systems weather cams. Here's Litchfield, 32 degrees, but it feels like it's 24. Russellville is at 32, feeling like 26 this morning there in Logan County. And at the Bowling Green Airport, it's 33 degrees as we look down Scottsville Road. 33, as mentioned, at the airport, 14 up in Peoria, 21 Indianapolis, 27 Huntsville, even as far south as Atlanta, feeling the chilly air this morning. We are 2 degrees warmer than we were at this hour just yesterday. Here's that upper level system making its way through the area, but mainly affecting northeastern Kentucky, from Cincinnati over to Charleston, Huntington, and Ashland, getting some light snow this morning. There may be a dusting up to an inch or two coming with that very quick little clipper system that's moving off to the east. And as it does, I think once we get it out of our atmosphere, we're going to find things clearing up as we go through time. As it moves a little bit further south, there will still be enough instability off northeast of us for a few flying snow flurries, but I don't think we're going to see much of that here in southern Kentucky. High pressure will begin to take over the next couple of days, with sunny skies and a warm-up as we go through time. As we get into the weekend, though, it's going to get wet, even though it's going to get warm. Cloudy and warmer today, 43. Down to a chilly 31 tonight, but tomorrow we'll warm it to 46. That's closer to average for this time of the year. 50 certainly is. And how about 58 Thursday? Clouds will be on the increase. Rain by Thursday night. Maybe some thunderstorms, believe it or not, on Friday with a high of 62. And we stay in the 50s for the first couple of days of winter, Saturday and Sunday. And with that kind of steady rain for 3, almost 4 days, we could be looking at some flooding issues here for the weekend, which we'll, keep an eye on just in case.